Hello, 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 everyone. This is your girl Shanidra with Beyond the Cover. Yes, today's topic is stop lying on God with your own words. Stop lying on God with your words, saying that it was God's words. Stop lying with your own words or repeating someone else. It's about to get deep, guys. We're about to go beyond the cover. But as always, we are going to get started with our actual multimedia online magazine. So, catalog. So, let's get started.
Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance.
Yes. So, you guys, it's about to get deep. We're going to go beyond the cover. I need you guys to get your COVID-proof mug, which is on my website at cportraitsmagazine.com, along with your journals. Yes, you must get your journal. So, before we get into the next video, I'm going to show you guys my outfit of the day with the purse that I have on. So this is our part of our fall collection, and this is one of our purses. So this is a beautiful sweater dress, two-toned with beige and cream. So yes, perfect for fall, perfect for a party, whatever you are going to for the fall. But anyways, now we have our other dress right here. This is also on our website. This is my favorite color. So, of course, you know I had to get it. But yes, this is one of our dresses on my website, Amore Too Classy Boutique. The website is located below at cportraitsmagazine.com. Now, before we get into it, our Amore Kids virtual classes will actually start next Wednesday. So this gives parents enough time to prepare their children and to get them signed up, because there was a lot of kids that were wanting to sign up for the classes and didn't meet the deadline. So I moved the deadline just to next week. Next Wednesday is when the virtual classes start. So I'm going to play the video so you guys can get ready for that. And right after that video, OMG, it's about to get deep. So you're going to want to stay tuned. So here we go. yes. So again, those classes, those virtual classes start on next Wednesday, October the 27th. So get ready. Go ahead and sign your children up. As you saw at the end of the video, my children are entrepreneurs. So let your children be entrepreneurs as well with their God-given gifts. So that's that. Let's get into it because I'm so excited. I know you guys are wondering, like, wow, she's actually live finally. Yes, not my decision. I like to just pre-record and then put it on there. But, you know, when I tried to just pre-record and just put it on YouTube, it was just an issue. So I have to move accordingly to whatever direction God has me to go. So I'm live at 5. I'm just playing. I'm live at 10:39 a.m. Now, again, this is your girl Shanidra with Beyond the Cover. The topic of today is stop lying on God with your own words, or repeating someone else. This is something deep. This is something that God is not playing with, and it needs to stop. And if I didn't love y'all, I wouldn't tell you. So I'm telling y'all, just like Jeremiah had to tell them in the book of Jeremiah. So if you have been watching my videos, you know that I have been in the book of Jeremiah, and Jeremiah is going down. Now, we are on Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter, starting at the 25th verse. And this is what God is talking about. This isn't Shanidra's words. This is really God's words telling you to stop lying on him with your own words. He didn't give you those words. He said stop saying, putting his name on it. Period. He said you're doing too much. And I'm here to warn you, because this is not time for play. This is not time for life. This is not time for none of that. So I understand my assignment, and I understand that this ain't pretty. So, and I'm taking heed as well. So it ain't no judgment over here. Now, he said in Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter, verse 25, he said, I have heard what the prophets say, who prophesy lies in my name. They say, I had a dream. How long will this continue in the hearts of these lying prophets, who prophesy the delusions of their own mind? I told you, this is not my words. He said the delusions of their own minds. 27. They think the dreams they tell one another will make my people forget my name, just as their ancestors forgot my name through Baal worship. 28. Let the prophets who has a dream recount the dream, but let the one who has my word speak it faithfully. Period. This is God saying this. Y'all can read it for yourself. He said to speak it faithfully. The people that got his word in their mouth, to speak it faithfully. For what has straw to do with grain, declares the Lord. He said, is not my word like fire, declares the Lord? Declares the Lord, not Shanidra. He says, not my word like fire, and like a hammer that breaks a rock in pieces? Therefore, declares the Lord, I am against the prophets who steal from one another words supposedly from me. He said, supposedly. This ain't my words. He said, quit using my name. Quit putting my name on your words. He said, quit lying. Quit proper lying on me. He said, I did not tell you that. That's your own words. Quit putting my name on it. So, he said, quit using my words. He said, declares the Lord, that supposedly came from me. He said, that didn't come from me. That did not come from me. That came from you. Let me put my name on what you are saying. Because he said, I didn't tell you that. Period. Now, if y'all read all of 23, he's telling you more about it. But we're going to dig a little deeper. I'm just going to read what the Lord says. So y'all know that this just isn't my words. It sounds like me, though. but it's not my word. He said, supposedly from me. He said, yes. Yes. If you didn't hear me the first time, yes. Declares the Lord, I am against prophets who wag their own tongues and yet declare, the Lord declares. Indeed, 32, we on the Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter, verse 32. He said, indeed, I am against those who prophesy false dreams, declares the Lord. This ain't me. This is the Lord saying, declares the Lord. He said, they tell them and lead my people astray with their reckless lies. You sitting here prophesying to these people, making his people think that they're going to get these things and they're in sin. He tells you that you're not going to be, he said you could be either blessed. If you're obedient, you will be blessed. But if you're disobedient, you're going to be cursed. Quit lying to these people. Quit prophesying to his people. And said that he said that. He did not tell you to tell them that. He told you to tell them get some act right. And then they can get this. But if they don't get no act right, they're not going to get it. So you sitting there prophesying. Now they looking at God all mad because you lied to them. God said he's not with it. Period. Period. He said, I am. I said this. Yes, me, the Lord. I said this. And he's not playing. He said, quit lying on his name. Period. You don't want nobody lying on, don't put that on my name. Don't put that on God's name. That's what God is saying. What you not going to do. That's what he said. What you not going to do is put stuff on his name and say that he said that. When he specifically said anything that's contrary with his word is not what he said. Period. Why would he contradict his own word? He told him. He tells people over and over, just like we tell our children. If you don't do right, you're going to face the consequences and repercussions. Period. You can apologize all you want. And I will forgive you. But even though I forgive you, you're still going to get these consequences for your actions. Period. That don't mean that you don't love your children any less. You love them that much that you're going to discipline them so they won't do it again. You forgave them, but you're going to discipline them so they won't keep doing it again. So he said, quit lying on his name. Period. Quit speaking stuff. Quit prophesying to these people talking about, oh yeah, if you sow this, you going to get this and all that. And then they broke because of you. You lied. You leading them astray. God said, quit leading his people astray because he's not playing. Period. You can call on him all you want, but he's not playing with you. Especially the people that claim that they are his. And he talks about that too in Jeremiah. He said, quit claiming that you mine when I didn't appoint you. Period. This is in his word. Read it for yourself. I'm telling you where I'm at. It's in Jeremiah. Quit lying. I'm not here to lie. I'm not here to get no likes. I'm not here to get no looks. No, nothing. I'm here to tell you what the Lord said, the way he said it. Period. You don't get no act right. You want to keep being disobedient. You will be cursed. Period. It's plain as day. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Don't, oh, what's going on? You're not living right, and you know it. A sin is a sin in God's eyes, period. Like I told you, I thought that, oh, Lord, show me me. I said this. Show me me. I'm talking big like I just think that I'm not doing nothing. I thought I would because I don't do half the stuff that everybody else do. But a sin is a sin in God's eyes. If he said it was a sin, it's a sin. So you go up there and you try to ask him what you doing or show you and all this stuff. He's going to show you all of you and it's going to be ugly because it was ugly when I saw me. So I could tell you that it's not pretty. But what you're not going to do, what he said you're not going to do is keep lying on his name. He said, stop lying on me with your words. You lying. You leading my people astray, telling them it's my words, and now they mad at me because they believed you. He said, no, what we not going to do, I'm about to put an end to this. He's putting an end to this. He said, Indeed, I am against those who prophesy false dreams, declares the Lord. He said, they tell them and lead my people astray, and with their reckless lies, yet I did not. This is the Lord. He said, yet I did not send or appoint them. I didn't tell them this. They are lying to you. God said, I never told them this. Never. I don't know why they prophet lying to you, but I never appointed them and I never told them to lie to you. He told me that he told them to tell the truth. That if you are disobedient, just like our kids, there's consequences for them actions. If you are obedient, then you will be blessed. Just like our kids. We're not going to bless or give our kids anything until they do what we tell them to do. The same thing with God. Why do we expect anything less than God? Oh, God wouldn't. Yes, he will. Period. I'm not here to lie because I'm not about that life. I do fear the Lord and I'm not with it. Because if y'all reading Jeremiah, what I'm reading, what God, he said he going to lay his hands, his actual hands on. Now, you have to read Jeremiah for yourself because God is not playing and I'm not in that field. So I'm not here to get no lies, no nothing. Because God is tired of people lying on his name, making them think, oh, God wouldn't do this and God wouldn't do. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Yes, he punishes his children. Yes. Yes, indeed. You want to keep acting up? Okay. He give you a chance. You still want to act up. He said he told you time and time again, and you still want to act up? Okay. So you asking for this, just like we tell our kids, or like I tell mine. You asked for it. This is what you want. I did, and you did. When you continue to do what I told you not to do, you asked for this. This is what you wanted. This is what you asked for. So God is like, don't be shocked when this is what you asked for. Period. This is what you wanted. Period. So I'm not here to lie to you. If you're not living right, don't expect nothing. Just like we tell like what you expecting a toy? You ain't getting a toy after you acted up. The heck? So if we act like that with our kids, whom we supposed to love, right? Why are we acting like God can't punish us and he can't do this and he can't do that? He never said he was not going to do that. He specifically said in his word, if you read it for yourself, that that's what he's going to do. Period. Whether you like it or not. I don't care if my kids like it or not. I told you what was going to happen. You did it anyway. So what you confused about? Why are you just looking so, oh my gosh, I cannot believe she's really going to, yes. Yes, and I told you I was. What you shocked for? God said he told you he was. What you shocked for? I told y'all to quit doing the Jonah. Don't go the opposite way. Go his way. It's either Yahweh or you can hit the highway. Don't expect this. The enemy can bless you, but it's temporary. That's why stuff get taken away. And God giveth. He tests you. When he gives you a little, he's testing you to see if he can bless you with more. But if you fail that test and you can't get no act right, then you wonder, oh, what done happened? You done happened. Take accountability for your actions. Period. Now, back to these false prophets lying on my father. Prophet lying and leading y'all astray, telling y'all that, oh, God is going to do this and God, he's not going to do any of that unless you obey all of his commandments carefully. Period. Obedience. You must be obedient. You can't be disobedient. You can't half-step it or nothing. Been there, done that. So I'm not judging nobody. Ain't no half-stepping. I'm letting you know right now. This ain't nothing to play with. He's way worse. You scared of people on this earth. And he's the Almighty. You ain't scared of him? That's who you need to be scared of, because he's, honey, whether you believe it or not, it's going down. So you better get some act right now. Period. Quit lying on his name. Quit saying that he said something he did not say. Period. I'm not here to lie. I'm reading directly what it says that he said. And it says, declares the Lord. He said, yet I did not send them. I didn't send them people to lie to y'all. Why would I send people to lie and have y'all believe in a lie? This stuff is not okay with me. The things that the world say is right is not right with God. Like I told y'all in my last video. He said, y'all do not know his way. Like I told you in my last video, I thought I was doing it the right way, but I wasn't doing it Yahweh. I had to learn Yahweh's. I had to learn God's way. Because all I knew the right way was the world's way. Oh, I had to work. I had to do this. I had to do that. No, that's not what God said. Period. And if we don't start sticking to what God said, period, then we in some trouble. Period. I'm included. Period. Sweetheart. So he said, yeah, I did not send or appoint them. He didn't appoint these people. They appointed themselves. They over here, buying their position in churches and everything. He didn't appoint them. They telling you their own stuff in their own delusional minds. This is what he said in his word. Read it, Jeremiah the 23rd chapter. In their own delusional minds. That's what God said, period. Take heed in his word, honey. He said, they do not benefit these people in the least. In the least, declares the Lord. They don't benefit y'all at all. Prophet lying to y'all and y'all want to hear that. Y'all want me to sit here and say, oh, you're going to be blessed tomorrow. That's a lie. Because if you in sin and you doing the wrong thing, you know you're doing it wrong, you creating storms in your own life. Because you want to go the opposite way of where God told you to go. Just like our kids. Why are you making it harder on yourself? I tell my kids this all the time. You making it hard. All you got to do is go ahead and clean up that room, but you want to cry and do all this extra stuff. Instead of doing what I told you to just do what I said, then you can do what... Dang. I'm telling you, he's sick of it. And you better get some act right, because this ain't the time to be playing. He's not playing. Now, he said false prophecy. We in Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter. So y'all can see this stuff for yourself. Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter. We're at verse 33. He said, when these people or a prophet or a priest asks you, what is the message from the Lord? Why are they asking you? They're a prophet or a priest. Why are you asking me? What is the message? You supposed to be preaching. You supposed to be telling them. Why are you asking me? Go ahead and say it. He said, say to them, what message? What message? Why are you asking me? What message? What are you talking about? What message? He said, I will forsake you, declares the Lord. 34, verse 34. If a prophet or a priest or anyone else claims this is a message from the Lord, he said, this is what the Lord said. He said, I will punish them in their household, all of them. I'm going to punish them. If they try to say that this is a message from the Lord, I'm going to punish them, period. This is in the word. You can read along. I'm in the NIV version in my Bible, reading it. So he said, I will punish them in their household. This is what each of you keeps saying to your friends and other Israelites. What is the Lord's answer? Or what has the Lord spoken? 36, but you must not mention a message from the Lord again, because each one's word becomes their own message. Period. He says, so you distort the words of the living God. You distorting my words. That's what God's saying. You distort the living God. You distorting his words. He said, you distort the words of the living God, the Lord Almighty, our God. This is what you keep saying to a prophet. What is the Lord's answer to you? Don't ask me. Why are you asking me? Why are you asking the prophet? He said, what is What is the Lord's answer to you? Or what has the Lord spoken? Although you claim this is a message from the Lord, this is what the Lord says. You use the words, this is a message from the Lord. He said you're using this is a message from the Lord. Quit saying that. Quit saying that this is a message from the Lord when you know that this is your message. This is what you want. This ain't no message from the Lord. He said, you say, this is a message from the Lord. Therefore, I will surely forget you. God is going to surely forget you. Who wants that? I don't. He said, I will surely forget you and cast you out of my presence, along with the city I gave to you and your ancestors. Period. Along with all of them. Not some of them, not part of them, all of them. He said, I'm going to forget you and cast you out of my presence. Who wants that? Dang. He said in 40, the Jeremiah the 23rd verse 40, he said, I will bring on you everlasting disgrace, everlasting shame that will not be forgotten. Period. This is what saith the Lord. You need to take heed. Quit using other people's words. Quit saying that this came from the Lord to you, and it didn't. This is not nothing to play with. This is not a game. Because God is not taking it as a he, ha, ha, or just, I was innocent when because I felt like that spoke to me. It spoke to you. Okay. That's what the word is supposed to do. But you don't need to be sitting here prophesying and lying to people and using other people's words and saying that the Lord gave it to you and the Lord said this. This is a message from the Lord. He said, stop saying that. Stop it. Because that's not what he said. Now you're leading his people astray. Now they're not believing in God. They're believing in other things other than the Almighty because you lied to them. Quit lying to them for some funky likes. I'm not trying to get likes. I'm not trying to get looks. I'm not trying to get none of that. Because I actually care. So I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and just let you, girl, go on, go ahead and drink. Yeah, you do need a little bit more. No, I'm going to tell you, stop drinking. And everybody that know me knows I'm that person. Stop drinking. What are you drinking for? Girl, my life is straight. Well, let's talk about it. Let's come up with a real solution. Drinking ain't getting you nowhere. You spending and wasting more money on liquor and cigarettes. That's killing you. But how is that helping? Stop it. I'm the one that will tell you to stop it and don't care how you feel, how you look, whatever. Stop it. It ain't helping. It ain't helping your situation. These bills piling because you still drinking and smoking and not trying not to think about it. Deal with it. Dang. That's all God is saying. And I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I don't sugarcoat nothing with my kids when it comes to his word. It ain't no sugarcoating nothing. This is what the Lord said, period. Stop it. Stop using other people's words and saying that it's yours. Read Jeremiah for yourself. You need to get into Jeremiah because Jeremiah is talking about what's about to go down today. Today. He is talking about what's about to go down today in today's world. Now, because we're doing the same thing God told us over and over again, and now he about to lay them hands. Literally, he literally said he's about to lay them hands. And we still not taking heed. We still sitting here like, oh my gosh, nothing's going to happen. Oh, the Lord wouldn't do that. And the Lord said what he was going to do. But you refuse to go beyond this cover. So you just want to keep listening and repeating what other people say. Stop it. Read it for yourself. You sound ignorant. Foolish, what God call you. A foolish person. You're foolish. You have no clue. You're just repeating what other people say. Oh, yeah, because I know I ain't reading it. Well, you dumb. No, don't say nothing about it because you didn't read it. You didn't read it for yourself, so you have nothing to say. You sound delusional and retarded. It's like me talking about something I have no clue about, like me telling you about grass and how grass is made, and not, or how grass, springs up, and I don't know nothing about that. But I'm gonna sit here and tell you, and I've never learned nothing. No, that's ignorant. I'm gonna say I'm retarded because you don't know what you're talking about. We too old. We're too old. That's why I said I don't consider everybody an adult. You just a grown up. You just grew up. You haven't matured. You don't take accountability or nothing. Adults take accountability for their actions. They don't blame everybody else or say everybody's judging. Everybody is not judging. Period. That's your cover up. Oh, they judging me. Oh, you ain't supposed to do that. Oh no, we supposed to tell you right from wrong, like I tell my children. We're not judging our children by telling them right from wrong. That's wrong in God's eyes. You're not supposed to be doing that. Period. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. Because I'm not about that life, and I'm not trying to be in it with God. I'm more scared of God than anybody on this earth. Period. Because I don't have to worry about nobody. My Father handles my business. All of it. And he does an excellent job at it. So I don't even touch that. All I do is try to make sure that Shanidra is straight. Because I know my Father is with it. So don't think that, oh, God is, he's forgiving and he's going to, he forgave you. We forgive our children. Oh, and he loves us. And just because you are saying that, no, it's not me that's saying this. Like I said, you could read it for yourself. You can talk to him yourself, and he's going to let you know, like he let me know what it was and what it was going to be. This is what you need to do, Shanidra. You need to get some act right. It's a lifestyle change. Period. I can say that he said, don't be hearers of my words, but be doers also. Like I told you in my last video, he said, what you going to do at the end? An end is coming, whether you believe it or not. There's going to be an end. So what are you going to do at the end while you faking it until you make it? While you prophet lying and leading his people astray? All these people you leading astray and that you getting, watching and following you, the more followers you have, the more you're going to have to answer to. Because you let out that many people. That's all that blood on your hands. That's why I tell people, they like, oh, you can do this to get more likes and looks. I don't want likes and looks. Let the looks that come the way it comes. I don't want to sit here and try to, no, I want to tell you the truth. Because I don't want you, when it comes to the end, like he said in our last video, I don't want y'all to be like, Lord, Lord. And he's tell you to depart from me, worker of iniquity. Why are you calling me Lord, Lord, and you didn't do what I say? I told you what to do. I told you. That's why you wasn't prosperous, because you're disobedient. Dang, it's a sin. Stop being in sin. Start trying to live upright. Let God heal you. Let him. You can't fix anything through the outside. You can't fix the inner you from the outer you, from outer things. Outer things are not going to fix the inner. Period. Nothing that you can do is going to fix this. But God, the Almighty. No other God, no wood, no sage, no nothing can give you the peace that surpasses all understanding. Period. Period. I don't sage none of that because that's against his word. But see, I read it, so it's not. So I take accountability for my action. Period. It's part of growing up. Quit pointing the finger and grow up. We're too grown. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to baby feed you or none of that. Grow up. Quit blaming everybody else and look at yourself. Look in the mirror. Because when God deals with you, he's not going to show you anybody else. He's going to show you you. And you need to quit lying on his name. Quit saying, oh, God told me. No, God did not. That goes for everything. Now, he's talking about his these false prophets that he never appointed, but he also talking about people in general, his people in general. Stop lying on him. Oh, yeah, God bless me. No, you know you was wrong and how you got it was wrong. So don't put God's name on it. Just say what you did. But you know it was wrong, so you want to put God. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? He's nothing to play with. You acting crazy, foolish. So you better get some act right, period. I'm not here to, oh yeah, let me just sit here and just, no. That's not me. Not anymore. If that was me, it's not me now. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not about that life. I fear the Lord, sweethearts. I know He is real, and you better take heed. That's all I can say. You could read Jeremiah, was in the 23rd chapter. Read it for yourself. Read all of it. Not some of it, not part of it, but all of it. I'm reading all of it. I'm reading 2 chapters a night, every night. All of it. I'm trying to get all of it. And I'm past 23. It gets deep, honey. Because God, honey. And how Jeremiah, but anyways, you have to read it for yourself. Because I don't want you repeating what I said. I want you to hear the word of the Lord and hear God yourself. Go beyond this cover of the Bible and read it for yourself. Stop prophesying on God. This is not a message that I know people want to hear, but this is what you need to hear. There's a lot of things I don't want to hear. Don't nobody want to hear correction. I don't want to hear correction. The only one that can change Shanidra was God, honey. He got me changing all over. And I love it because it's a whole lot of weight lifted off of me. Now, I'm not talking about literal weight because, I don't have it. But I'm talking about just everything that I was carrying that I did not realize that I was carrying has been lifted. And it's so light, and it's just like, whew, I can flap my wings now because I'm not carrying all that weight. Let God take the trash. Cast all your cares and burdens onto Him. Let Him help you. I don't know where to start. Right there. Don't start with me. Start with God. Because if you ask me anything, I'm going to have to talk to God. Let me pray about it. No, I need you. No, let me pray about it. You can need me to do whatever. I can't do nothing that God can't do. It don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. We are too old and too grown. So what you not gonna do? What you not gonna do is keep lying on my Father's name. Period. That's what you're not gonna do. Just like we tell people what they not gonna do. Oh, you're not gonna put that on and you're not gonna put that on God's name. How about that? How about that? How about them apples? Period, sweethearts. We're not doing this. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and just try to sound nice and all this stuff. No, because this ain't sounding nice. If you read it for yourself, this is real business. We're not sounding nice when we disciplining our children. I'm not trying to be nice to you right now. No, I'm really sorry. No, you're not. You're just sorry that you're in trouble. Period. God knows when you're really sorry, and He'll help you. That's all I'll be asking. You need help? Gotta help you, honey. Oh, yeah, just pray that the Lord will help me in my situation. Oh, He's helping you. It ain't the way you think He is to help, but He helping. No, because I don't know what's going on. You is what's going on. You going the opposite way. He told you what to do. You want to keep being disobedient. You are in your own way. It ain't nobody. No, because I know she over there. It ain't she, he, nobody but you. You need to quit prophesying on God's name. You using your own words and saying that it was from God. I asked a preacher, apostle, whoever. Is that what God said? Because I'm not with it. Because I know what the Lord told me. So it is what it is. I'm not, and when you're in the word for yourself and when you're in tune with God yourself, God said, because I don't think God heard from me. That's why I asked you to pray, and He ain't listening to me. So let's figure out why He ain't listening to you. You know what you're doing, then why He ain't listening to you. You know you full of crap. Just because you asked me to pray, it ain't gonna make your situation no better, sweetheart. That's the truth. That's facts. You asked me, because He ain't gonna listen. He ain't listening to you because you still. He said, turn from your wicked ways. then he shall hear from heaven. After. Don't skip over that part. So y'all want to keep skipping over stuff. After you turn from your wicked ways, then he will hear from heaven. I'm not listening to my kids until you do what I said. Bye. Did you clean up the room? No. Bye. I don't want to hear nothing you have to say until you do what I said. You want me to listen to what you say, but you don't want to do what I say? No. God said that's not going to happen. I don't know who you think he is. And you should put more respect on his name. Period. That's your father. Act like it. You can't hear me like Jesus told him. Yahweh told him. You can't hear me when I speak truth. You don't understand me. What is she saying? You don't understand me when I speak truth. He said that's because we don't serve the same Father. If you can't understand the truth, facts, you can't understand the truth, then we're not serving the same Father. Your father is the father of lies. Your father is Satan. Because that's whom you serving. You ain't serving God if you're not doing what he told you to do. How are you serving him when you're doing the opposite? So whom are you serving in your actions? I don't care. God, he said, don't be hearers, but be doers. You're not worried about what you're speaking with your mouth. He's telling us how to deal with y'all when y'all lying. And what to say to y'all when y'all lying. So what you... Really, like Jesus, Yahweh said, period. We're not serving the same Father. Your father is the father of lies. Satan. Period. So stop serving him. Stop it. Because you're not about that life being down there. Quit leading God's people astray with these lies trying to get likes. I don't want your like. I want you to dislike me and get some act right. I want this to sink in so you can get some act right. So when it comes to an end and you have to face the Lord, at least you started going upright. You started living upright. You started realizing, hey, God ain't playing. The devil can't do nothing that God don't allow. So if you want to keep blaming, and then God is disciplining you. God, read his word. He's disciplining you. So you praying and thinking he hear you. And he handling you right now, honey. That's why you're going through it. You can't return evil for good or good for evil. So stop doing that. Somebody do something good for you and then you want to return evil and do them wrong. He see you. He said you cannot hide. He said, am I that close to you where you think you can hide from me? Do I not? Am I not up here and you're down here? Am I that near to you that you think you can hide from me? That's what he said. Read Jeremiah for yourself. All of it. Read all of Jeremiah. Because that's what he said in his word. Period. You can look at his word yourself. You could have read it with me. But that's what he said. Am I that near to you that you think you can hide from me? Like I don't see you? I see you. You're not hiding from me? Period. Just like our kids. Who you think you are? That's what God said. Who do you think you are? Been there, done that. Like we tell, honey, I've been alive way longer. That's what God's saying. Like, what? I created you. And you think you can hide from me? I know your thoughts. What? You think you can lie to me? No. You think you're going to sit down here and keep leading my you sitting here babying them and telling them that it's okay. When I never told them that it was okay. And the more you tell them that it's okay and they continue and not turn from their ways, they are going to hell. You are leading them astray. If you just told them what I told you to tell them, I'd rather hurt your feelings now than make you get some act right than your feelings get hurt when you go to hell. This is real. You don't want to answer to God. Just get some act right. I got some act right, honey. I'm getting some act. I'm still in the process. I'm not even there. I will always be in the process because I'm going to always forever be changing and learning. Period. Because I'm not about that life. I'm not scared of nobody on this earth. Main person I'm scared of and I fear is my Father. Period. My loving and caring Father that takes care of me and loves me and is not afraid to tell me when I'm wrong. I've always respected people that can be real. I don't want that fake stuff. Don't be sitting there lying. Because half of the people that are doing wrong know that they wrong, but you sitting here telling them that they right. You're lying. Dang, you getting them in more trouble. Why? If you care about it, girl, I care about you. Yeah, I know it's hard. You wanted to continue to be hard on them? If you don't, then tell them the truth so this can get over with. So they can live a better life. You can't live a better life in disobedience. You can't. So stop it. Stop it. I'm not going to lie. I ain't got that to do. Sweetheart, I don't have that to do. He watching me. And I got to make sure. That's why I pray every time before I even, like I said in all my videos, before I even get on these videos. I pray your words come out of my mouth, not mine. And y'all see him correct me on my videos, my own video. He corrects me during the video. But I asked for it. I'm like, Lord, because I don't want to be. I'm not about what he said up in this word today. Period. In the household and all of the people. What? God is not playing. So I'm not playing. You better take heed. This ain't no joke. This isn't Shanidra trying to be funny. This is real deal. But you can really read for yourself. Like, I'm not just making up these words. Y'all heard these words in the word. You can actually read it in the word yourself. I told you I was reading from the NIV version in my Bible. But you can read it in yours. I don't know what version you have, but it's saying the same thing. It's meaning the same thing. Get that relationship with God. Turn from your wicked ways. Stop pointing the finger. Stop lying for likes and looks. If you are popular or whatever, then I'm not popular with the world. I'm not. He said if you are, basically, this is not God's words. I'm paraphrasing. But basically, if you're friends with the world, then you're an enemy with him, period. Paraphrasing. But you can read it for yourself. You're an enemy with God. So I'm not buddy-buddy with this world. I can care less what this world is doing. I'm not following this world. Period. Because this world can't get me into heaven. And know that anytime you're doing the things of God and what God has you to do, know that the opposer is going to be oppressing you. Know this. Know it's going to be harder because they don't want you to do this. They don't want you to submit. They don't want you to do right. That's why they're telling you everything that is wrong is right. And that they know that provokes God's wrath. When you say that what's wrong is right, that provokes his wrath. And they know that. But they got you foolish enough to follow them. Oh, it's all right. Yeah, I do with you. Yeah, and that's the way. No, that's not the way God made you. God makes no mistakes. So if he made you a boy, that's what you are. A boy. If he made you a girl, that's what you are. A girl. Period. He makes no mistakes. Now, I didn't say the doctors don't make no mistakes or whatever, because they do. The more I learned about some of the stuff they inject in mothers when we have our children and all this stuff, that's why I'm not trying to have no more kids. Because I'm like, no. And if I do, I'm going to get me a doula. And I'm going to have it naturally. Because it's not God's mistake. These doctors are making mistakes. They are doing some stuff that God did not tell them to do. So you put more trust in the doctors than you do in the real doctor, in God. Dang, use that same energy and put it on God. Everything that you put in and trusting more than God, use that same energy and trust God. Oh, I'm going to sage this room because I need to get out. Pray. Honey, God will get out all the bad energy. All the people that ain't supposed to be in your life, he would exile them out himself. You ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to sage that. Pray that. Period. I'm telling you, I don't sage. And he keeps all of it away. Period. Or he helps me deal. Teaches me how to deal with it. But we don't have to worry. He told me not to worry about my adversaries. He got them. And he do. He lets me see a lot. I see a lot more than I speak on. He deals with them. So let him deal with them. Because every time we start trying to put it in our own hands, this when we get in trouble. Just like our children. If my daughter ends up hitting my son, instead of telling me, then she in trouble. That's why you hitting just because he got on your nerves. That's not no reason to hit. Now you in trouble. But I just told you. You told me after you tried to deal with it. And God said, quit telling me after you try to deal with it. Put it in your own hands. Now, let him deal with it. Give it to him. And I'll be trying not to pray for every little thing that happened because I know when I cry out to my Father, he deals with it. He handles it. In the worst way. So I understand why Jesus said, have mercy on them, for they do not know what they are doing. I understand it now. I didn't at first until I started seeing what he did to my enemies. And I was like, oh, shoot. I need to be careful when I cry out to my Father because he's going to deal with them. And it ain't nice. So, that just lets me know that he loves me, but I don't have nothing to worry about. Long as I do not lie to his people and lead them astray. Stop lying. If it's your words, just say, that is your word. Stop saying that this is a message from God. Stop lying on him or repeating what somebody else said that you saw someone else say. It's not your words. It's not from God. God did not give that to you. And he's not playing with that. Quit lying on him. If you know you're doing it, you ain't got to say nothing to me. Oh, that was me. You don't have to even tell me. I'm not here to judge. This is not for me to judge anyone. This is what the Lord said, period. This is to help you stop it. See you. Because when I see me and I saw my ugly, nasty attitude, I was like, oh, no. I got to stop. I have to stop this. I'm not going to point at everybody else. Well, they need to get some act right now. They do. In my hand, they really do. Otherwise, I wouldn't have to give them the business. But now I don't give them the business because I give it to him. I give it to God. Because it's out of my hands. So I get smart. I'm like, oh, Lord, they don't even know. Talking to the wrong one, whether they believe it or not. I am his child. So, I'm just saying, this ain't what you want, whether you believe it or not. You don't have to. I'm not trying to prove nothing to nobody but God. All I'm proving to is to God. Honey, I'm not worried about nothing, whether you believe anything or not. But what you do need to believe is that you need to stop. This Facebook stuff got you trying to get all these likes, this YouTube and all this stuff. Because you put more blood on your own hands. And that's not what you want. That's why I said I don't want no more looks, likes, or nothing. Let it come as it comes. Let me be in my process. I don't want to go over the process. I don't want to outdo. Nah. Let me do what God has me to do the way he has me to do it in my process. You may think I have arrived, but I have not. There's always something that I need to change every day. I told you. I'm telling y'all that God, God did this for me. God. And he was like, you need to say more than that. I'm like, but I'm telling them the truth because I don't know how you do it. You just bless me and I don't know how it came. It just comes. He was like, but you do know how it came. You know what you did to receive the blessing, the favor from me through your obedience. Tell them how you had to be obedient. Tell them how you had to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do what I told you to do. Tell them, all this so they know the steps you had to take in your works, because faith without works is dead. He said, let them know. So even with me just telling y'all that it's God, I got in trouble really, or coached or whatever on that. So there's always something that I can work on or I can fix. So I don't have time to judge nobody. I don't have time to tell y'all anything. Because I'm trying to figure out, make sure that I'm right. I want to be caught doing his will, his way. I don't want to do it my way, period. I've done it my way for many years. I'm not even trying to touch. Just Yahweh. I'm not trying to hit the highway. It's Yahweh or the highway. So we can either do it the right way or you can hit the highway. And that's with any relationship that is trying to come my way. We're not doing it Yahweh. You might as well go ahead and quit talking to me, because you can go ahead and hit the highway. Period. Because I'm going to do it Yahweh. Period. And if you're not with Yahweh or God's way, then we're not meant. Period. So that's with anything and anybody, business or not. So, stop lying on God with your own words. That's in your own delusional mind, saying that God said it. No. Contradicting his word, telling them that they're going to get something in their sin. Stop doing what you're doing, then you can possibly receive some of this. He broke it down to y'all. If you are obedient, then all these things will be added to you. If you're disobedient, he had them side by side so you won't be confused. If you're obedient, you will be blessed. If you're disobedient, you will be cursed. Simple as that. He broke it down, told you what he considers as disobedient and everything. All of his word. You confused because you have not went beyond this cover. Go beyond this cover, quit repeating what other people saying, and read it for yourself. You sound delusional and retarded. You don't sound smart to me. Oh yeah, because I ain't reading it because that's what but you're listening to the white man and you letting them control you. If you're not going to do it all the way. I don't want to hear all that nonsense that makes lame, whack excuses. Period. We want to speak facts. Read all the facts. Don't just go over some facts. When people tell me stuff, I'm looking up all of it. On both sides, all of the sides. My history, all of it. And I'm learning from it. I'm not going to repeat the history that did not work. Dang, we've been enslaved. We still really enslaved because we still really repeating the stupid stuff that they've been doing and not giving God the credit, giving other people the credit that God is doing. Period. That's the problem. We don't know God's way. That's what he said. We're doing things their way, not God's way. So until we start doing things God's way and quit saying that everything that is bad is good, when we know darn well that's bad, quit telling everybody that they're judging people when they're not. They're not. They're telling them right from wrong in God's eyes. You just don't want to change. I'm going to tell you what it is and what it's going to be. You don't want to change, but you're not going to sit here and keep lying and saying everybody's judging you and all this. Woe to you. That's what God said. Woe to you. Because you about to get it. Period. So, not here to lead you astray. I'm here to lead you up way. Yahweh. Because that's the only way. Yahweh is the only way. God's way. So, I hope you take heed. I hope you wrote in your journals. If you don't have a journal, you can get one off of my website. If you need a COVID-proof mug, because COVID is still out here, get you a COVID-proof mug off my website at cportraitsmagazine.com. Again, my More Kids virtual classes will start next week, next Wednesday, October the 27th. So I'm going to end it off with that video. And I hope you guys take heed, because this ain't what you want. So here we go.